I'm curious what advice you might have to new business leaders when they're now using data as a way to make key decisions. Are there key things to focus on, or perhaps not focus too much on?
Ensuring data integrity on the input side is critical, and then being able to harvest that gold mine that you collect and then effectively being able to display it for consumption and decision making. Those three pieces are key. Here at CARTI, we have a team of 5 people that work in business intelligence. We're moving so quickly, and we're able to do that and be nimble because of having that information at the tip of our fingers. And so we look at volume, labor, patient population, insurance claims errors, business development effectiveness. We look at all of it, but you've got to make sure that when you input it, it's accurate, knowing how to really capture it and harvest it, and then putting it in a way that you can actually, consume it. It's critical.
I would agree with Jennifer that you've got to make sure of the integrity of the data. But probably today, more than ever, there's so much data out there that it's almost impossible to consume it all. So you've really got to understand what are the key drivers, what are the key metrics, what do you really need to focus on in order to understand what the data is telling you. Make sure you focus on those key points. It's easy to get lost in all of the vast data that exists, but you can't look at just the data alone. You've got to engage with other business leaders, other managers within the organization, and make sure that the data that you are looking at is not giving you a different picture than what the other business leaders are seeing in the organization. You've got to make sure that the two agree and the two mesh together.
I think the key takeaway is kind of tagging on to what he said. You've got to know as a business leader which pieces of data you can impact, because you do get lost in the weeds. It's real easy if you don't really understand what you do that drives those numbers to start chasing your tail and not making any effective change based on what you're seeing. So my advice is to know what data is available and know what data you impact and how that data rolls up. That's where your CEOs and your CFOs will help you with that part. But knowing what's out there and then focusing on the points that you can affect.